What's up, people? You're back, and today, everyone's favorite video. I'm going to show you what to do, how to make stubs, what to do with your stubs when you have them. Look at Corbin Burns. I have 53 of him. I have 1 million plus stubs invested in players. It's how I made stubs already. You don't have to wait till the actual roster update to making stubs on a lot of these guys. Today's video, every Tuesday, we have a roster update video. So make sure you smash the like button, turn notifications, Discord link down below. If you want to know who to invest in, how many to get, when to sell, become a member of the channel, join the Discord link below. Today, starting off with my favorite buys, favorite players to target, and guys that deserve an upgrade in a roster update, which supposedly is coming April 26th. According to SDS, that's what people in the Discord are saying. So April 26th, 2 weeks on a Friday. Evan Phillips is the first guy that I think is due for a nice little boost. He could potentially go Diamond. There's actually several Dodgers players on Diamond Watch. Evan Phillips, Will Smith, Tyler Glasnow. There's a lot of guys pitching today, a lot of starting pitchers. We'll have to see how that goes. Evan Phillips kind of had his first rough outing a couple of games ago. Gave up an earned run, a walk, and 2 hits. But besides that, he's been lights out. 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, only 1 or 2 walks. This guy is due for a solid attribute upgrade and could double your stubs. This is a guy that's already at quick sell, basically. Pretty solid investment opportunity. Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez is a guy that had a bad, rough outing. He's due to pitch in a couple days. 12.2 innings pitched, only 9 strikeouts on the year. Needs to get some strikeouts in the next outing because his first outing, 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. Then he faced the Cleveland Guardians. He only had 2 strikeouts through 6 innings. He only has given up 1 walk on the year, though, so that walks per 9 number is pretty solid. Got to increase on the Ks per 9, though, if Pablo Lopez wants to go Diamond. You can see I have some. He's at quick sell. Might not be a bad idea to see how his next performance goes. The whole idea with a roster update is if an 84 overall goes to an 85, their quick sell value changes from 1,500 to 3,000, and you can double your stubs or more. They could even go to an 86, which has its own quick sell value as well. Also, it doesn't have to be an 84 to an 85. It can be any overall based on the quick sell value. Corbin Burns. This is a guy that, I'm high on. He's pitching today, probably around the same time as this video releases against the Boston Red Sox. This is a risky investment, man. I bought him around 1,900 stubs. He could, if he has a good start, we could see him start creeping up to 3,000 stubs again. His price has already been close to 3,000 stubs. You can see a week ago, but its last performance people weren't too excited about. First performance of the year, obviously got supercharged. 6 innings, 1 hit, 11 strikeouts, dominant. Then his second time out, 6 innings, 9 hits. Jesus Christ. 0 walks on the year, though. Only 3 strikeouts last time out. Gotta keep the walks down and gotta get more strikeouts this time. You know, kind of a tale of 2 tails the last 2 starts. We'll see what version of Corbin Burns comes today. Because look at his Ks per 9, look at his walks per 9. Due for a boost. A couple more good starts. He'll probably pitch 2 more times before the roster update period. You know, he could even go to 86 overall just in this one update. So Corbin Burns is a guy that I like for sure. JT Realmuto, a guy we haven't talked about, I don't think, in any of these videos yet. He's basically quick sell. He'll be at quick sell by tonight. Make sure you're buying these guys at nighttime. That's when prices are the lowest. Hitting 300 on the year with an 864 OPS. Pretty respectable numbers. 333 batting average in his last 7 games. This is a guy where you really just need to heat up, right? We have 2 weeks before the next roster update, the first one of the year. And we're really just looking to see, you know, can this guy start hitting for power? Can this guy get hot at the right time? Because all he needs is a +1. He'll double your stubs risk-free. Similar to the next guy, Christian Walker. Pretty similar spot as JT Realmuto. Pretty respectable stats. 267 batting average, 842 OPS. Now OPS isn't a metric SDS uses to see, you know, power upgrades and stuff. Usually they use home runs. Home runs he has 3, but OPS is a good indication as the slugging percentage, which slugging percentage takes into account, you know, how they're hitting for extra base hits. So that's an indicator I use to kind of like see if they're a decent investment or not. And then you can do a little bit more research to see specifically how they're performing. Last 7 games, hitting 241. Christian Walker, gotta get hot, but it's risk-free. So this is why he's gonna be. He's not due. Like Christian Walker and JT, neither of them deserve that +1 to go Diamond right now. But in the next 2-week period, maybe they heat up. It's kind of like a skeptical investment. You know what I'm saying? Now we got a guy pitching tonight, facing the Twins, I believe. Tyler Glasnow. His price is inflated today because it's his starting day. That's what happens the days of start. Good learning lessons. Tyler Glasnow, I have 73 of him. You know. Kind of he's been solid all year. He's been averaging, you know, about 6 innings pitched per game. He's kept the hits down. He's given up what is that, 6? He's given up 8 hits in 17 innings pitched, pretty solid. But the strikeouts, only 15 strikeouts through 17 innings, but that's because of his first start in San Diego in the Korea series. In his last 3 starts, this is how his strikeouts have gone. First start, 3 strikeouts. Second start, 5 strikeouts. This is the most recent start, 7 strikeouts. So he's been increasing his strikeouts by about 2 strikeouts per game every single time out. Let's hope we get a dominant version of Glasnow tonight. If he pitches well tonight, it might be too late to invest in Tyler, but I think he's also on Diamond Watch for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Zach Gallen. Not too sure why his price dropped after last night's start. Let's not overreact here. 16 innings pitched on the year, 19 strikeouts. The Ks per 9 is due for a nice upgrade, man. His first start, 3 strikeouts. Second start, 6 strikeouts. And then yesterday, people are freaking out that he gave up 8 hits and 3 runs. 0 walks in that outing and 10 strikeouts. He threw 108 pitches through 5 innings, pretty nuts. But I mean, honestly, 10 strikeouts is a respectable number. And I think that, getting that strikeout number up is huge for a guy like Zach Gallen, who was only getting 2 or 3 strikeouts per game. Actually, no, he was getting around 4.5 strikeouts per game prior to this. So big upgrade in the strikeouts due if he can keep that up. We got to hope that he can manage the pitch count a little better so he can get further into games and get some more strikeouts, because 10 through 5 is great. But if he can get some, reduce the number of pitches, reduce the number of full count at bats, he can go through 7 innings and get 10 strikeouts through 7 innings, which is just as good, reducing the number of hits. Zach Gallen, I think he's on Diamond Watch after last night's start. Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte, I told everyone to invest in him. He's probably my biggest investment right now. But look, he was very hot. He was hitting above 300, started hitting for power. He has 3 home runs. That's great. But he's been in a bit of a slump. 241 batting average last 7 games. He's got to keep it up, man. Just because he was like quote-unquote guaranteed diamond a week ago, if the update was a week ago, the update wasn't a week ago. We still have a couple weeks before the update. He's got to keep the numbers rolling in if he wants to go diamond. A couple of days ago, I would have said, yeah, Ketel Marte, definitely going with 86 overall. But now, the numbers are kind of starting to dwindle down. Got to see him turn it around. William Contreras, a guy we haven't touched in any of these videos yet to this far. William Contreras. I just bought some, man. 65 William Contreras. He's hot, and he's getting hot at the right time. He's batting .429 in his last 7 games, .390 batting average on the year, 1.1 OPS, 2 home runs. Had a huge 4-for-5 game against the Mariners a couple games ago. But let's look at his splits, because you can see his attributes in the game. He has max contact left, high power versus left. And in real life, he's actually hitting better versus righties right now. .419 batting average versus righties, versus 200 batting average versus lefties, and then a 1.2 OPS versus left, and a 560 OPS versus right. So hitting better versus righties, you gotta hope that SDS doesn't reduce his, they could balance it basically. They could keep him at the same overall while giving him a huge power boost and contact boost versus right, and reducing it versus left. So that's something to watch. Hopefully he can start hitting better versus lefties to keep up these numbers. Then we got Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar Henderson's a solid guy. He's very much slowed it down. 115 batting average in his last 7 games, 230 slugging. Yikes. Yeah, so these are not great numbers right now from Gunnar Henderson. You might be asking, why am I saying to invest in him? Well, he started off the year hot, and if we look at his price, the market has definitely inflated his price a lot. There's a lot of times where he's had a few good games and he's went up to 1,300. This is a guy where there's 2 weeks left. If he gets hot at the right time, this will make you a lot of stubs. I like it as kind of a risk-free investment. He's 900 stubs for the Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he's in a slump, but that can change very fast. So I don't mind Gunnar Henderson. Similar with Yainer Diaz. Yainer Diaz is at quick sell. Not a bad investment right now. Hitting pretty solid stats on the year. I think he's hitting around 300. Let's see, 316 batting average, 866 OPS. Pretty mediocre, stats in the last 7 games. So kind of back to reality a little bit, but that hot start will keep some momentum going for sure. And you can see his stats, not great stats versus lefties at all, and he's doing a lot of his stats versus lefties right now in real life. Seiya Suzuki, guy we haven't mentioned, he's finally at quick sell. He's been a little bit above quick sell the last couple days, too lucrative to actually invest in. 289 batting average on the year, 909 OPS, pretty high OPS number. He has got 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. This is a guy that's hot in real life, helping the Cubs win some games. I don't mind him at quick sell. Manuel Clase, another guy we haven't covered, a guy that I've already made stubs on. I bought him at 600 2 days ago. I sold him off for 1,100. I don't know how he was at 1,100. It was pretty weird, but he's been dominant. He's been lights out, back to the true form of Emmanuel Clase. 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, I think 0 walks. I mean, this guy's given up 0 earned runs through 5 innings. Clase's been dominant thus far. Now with relievers, they don't like giving big upgrades to relievers SDS, but I still think this is a good investment to make 50% on your stubs. The quick sell from 81 at 600. You buy in at 600. I wouldn't buy in right now. Buy in around 6:30 at nighttime. 6:30 stubs at nighttime. Geez, 6:30 p.m. right? And then when the quick sell changes to an 82 overall, because they'll probably get a +1, then you're talking about 900 stubs per, making a 50% gain. Up next is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Pretty solid start to the year. He's batting 300 with a 900 OPS, but he's slowed down a little bit in the last 7 games. 200 batting average. Look at his power left and his contact right. Pretty weird splits. He's got high contact left and high power right. I don't really know how they came to that conclusion, but he's almost even. He's higher batting average versus lefties right now. And you know what? I think I might have messed up. Who's that guy? A couple guys ago with the max stats versus left. Who was that? That was Contreras. I think Contreras is actually hitting better versus lefties right now. Maybe check into that yourself. See if I was right about Contreras hitting better versus lefties right. I might got confused. The MLB website, man. They got lefties listed first instead of righties. Pretty weird. But versus righties, he's batting 269 versus lefties. He's batting 333, and the OPS is much higher versus lefties. So you can see he might be due for a power boost versus left. Now we got Nathan Eovaldi, a guy that pitches today as well. Pretty mediocre attributes around the board. 13 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts. He's got, last performance, the reason everyone's hyped on Eovaldi and he's not a quick sell right now, besides the fact he pitches today, 8 strikeouts through 7 innings pitched, last time's out. Kept the walks down. Eovaldi is a solid investment right now. Ke'Bryan Hayes, we're going down the list. Ke'Bryan Hayes, he's cooled off, hitting 192 in his last 7 games, but his batting average is still close to 300 right now. Gotta start hitting for power, though. This is like Ketel Marte. Last Tuesday, I said Ketel Marte, yes, his batting average is 400, hit for power. He then hit a couple extra base hits and a couple home runs. Let's hope the same thing happens with Ke'Bryan Hayes, but he's at quick sell, so it's a good investment. Then we got 2 silvers, some guys that I'm personally invested in. Jose Barrios. I told all the members, invest in him when he was 200 stubs. So you've already made a pretty solid return on your investment if you cash out now. 18.2 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts. He's kept the walks down, and he's had a couple great outings in a row. You can see his attributes aren't great. Could be due for an upgrade. Then the last guy is Logan Gilbert. Logan Gilbert, this is a guy who was close to 400 stubs at times this year. He's got 15 strikeouts through 13 innings pitched. And I mean, really, he pitches soon again, too. So you'll be able to know if this was a good investment as soon as his next start, which I think is in a day or two. Not too high in price comparatively to other silvers. A lot of resistance at 238. Not a bad choice. I think I got mine around 230. So you can see Logan Gilbert, I have 260 of him. 7 strikeouts last time out. Only 2 walks on the season. I like him as a good investment. Let's go check out William Contreras. And no, I was right. William Contreras is hitting a lot better versus righties. So keep my advice in mind. He's raking versus righties, and versus lefties has to keep it up to have those nice attributes. So those are all of the roster update investments this week. Comment down below on the YouTube channel any questions you have. Join the Discord, ask some questions in there. Great community. Peace out. Thanks for watching.